Hello, this week's topic is groups for sexual trauma survivors. Last week, I covered the topic of therapy, and that included group therapy. Now, today I will cover other kind of groups that are helpful and supplemental to therapy and group therapy. Try different options and see what works for you. And you can also Google to find out if there are other kind of groups in your area. The reason I bring up groups is because you don't have to go through this alone. I believe that finding a group of people to share your experiences with is helpful on your healing journey. When you share your story with others, it relieves a lot of the burden that you've been holding for so long. The silence is what keeps the pain alive. Sharing with others dissipates that pain. In the past, I have gone to sexual trauma survivor groups at St. Martin Episcopal Church in Houston, Unity of Houston, and St. Paul Methodist here in Houston. Now, obviously, all of you don't live in Houston, so I encourage you to seek groups online at local churches. And these groups are free. If you're not able to find a group at one of your local churches, then you could suggest to one of the churches to start a group. There are also healing circles in different cities. There's a group called healingcircleshouston.org. The link is also provided in the description section. This group is not limited to Houston. They have groups around the world. You could look at healingcirclesglobal.org. This link is also provided in the description section. I also recommend a group called Nonviolent Communication. Even though this is not a group for sexual trauma survivors, this nonviolent communication group is about communication skills, and this helps people whether they've been through trauma or not. Everybody can improve on their communication skills. The link is provided also in the description section. I also recommend Toastmasters. As trauma survivors, we often experience a low self-esteem, and Toastmasters is a way to boost our confidence, to learn public speaking, and when we practice in front of a small group, we're able to get in front of larger groups and speak with confidence. So I highly recommend it. And this is whether or not you have experienced trauma, but especially if you've experienced trauma, we need all the help we can get. The link to Toastmasters is also in the description section. Next week, I will discuss energy circles, which is a different category of its own. As a reminder, self-care requires a positive mindset. I invite you to read the 3 affirmations below from last week and pause as long as necessary to let them sink in. Repetition is important to allow them to become a part of our consciousness. I am worthy of receiving the best self-care. My self-care is a high priority to me. I give myself a high level of self-care. I hope this week's tip on groups for trauma survivors has been helpful. And as I mentioned, even though 2 of those groups are not directly for trauma survivors, I believe that they would still be helpful. Feel free to share this tip with anybody else who can benefit from it. I send you love, light, and blessings. Thank you for tuning in this week.
Hi, my name is Rosalinda Martinez. I'm a retreat leader at Empowerment Light. If you'd like to get connected with more tools and resources to help you on your journey, please see my website in the description section. As always, like and subscribe if you like this video. Look forward to a new video every Tuesday.